So, according to Google, Grok is a free AI assistant with some paid for premium features which respond to ex-user prompts when they tag it in a post. It is often used to give reaction or more context to other posters' remarks. Grok by X AI is an AI chatbot similar to ChatGPT, known for its real-time access to information on the X platform, edgy personality, and ability to answer questions, generate text, debug code, and draft content, but also serves as an integrated voice assistant in Tesla vehicles for commands and navigation. The reason you've probably heard about Grok is from users on X using it to remove women and children's clothes and put them in minimal to no clothing. Now, everyone watching this right now is probably kind of in the same boat as I am, in the sense of like, we're disgusted but not shocked. I think it's fair to say at this point that everything we hear that's to do with AI, it's like, yeah, I mean, we kind of expected this, we kind of saw it coming. But I think now that it's actually here, now that we're actually seeing people generate essentially revenge porn of women and children on a platform where Elon Musk is essentially facilitating that by giving some pretty half-assed responses, basically saying like, oh, please don't use Grok to undress women and kids. There's no real effort, it seems, to be combating this very real issue. And we knew it was coming. Like, I've had debates on my channel now about AI, and a lot of people's response, primarily men, to be honest, have been like, why do you care? Like, why do you care about AI images? Why do you care that people are using AI to make you naked? Why? Like, I've spoke about this. I've had men like DMing me, telling me that they've been jerking off to deepfakes of me. I've had people telling me that, like, people kind of getting off on the fact that, like, there's nothing that I can do about it. And although, like, I'm an adult, right, and I've kind of come to terms with it, although it's really disturbing, I think as a woman on social media, I've already accepted that this is going to happen. It's still disturbing. Like, sometimes I'll be lying there at night and I'm just like, I fight my demons, you know, trying to advocate for women to not be objectified. And then people think it's funny to be like, haha, I'm jerking off to pictures of you that you don't consent to be out there. I think it's especially traumatizing as well, as a side point that I haven't seen many people talk about for SA victims and victims, just because, like, you know, anybody who's been through sexual violence has already been dealing with the feelings of violation and like not being in control. So to have something like this as well, which not only are you not in control of and is a very violating thing to happen, but you also can't really do anything about it. Like, there doesn't seem to be, from what I know, many ways to like take legal action. And I think if there is, like, it's not going to be a very short-winded thing. It's going to be a really long-winded thing, and most people don't have the money to do that. It's a very traumatizing thing. Now, this leads me to talk about as well later on in the video, children and like online safety and I guess my opinions on posting your kids online. But for now, we're going to read an article about Elon Musk's Grok, and I'll just give you some facts. Women say they've been left feeling violated and humiliated after dehumanizing images of them have been created by users of Grok AI without their consent. Pictures created by X's inbuilt artificial intelligence have seen users' clothes entirely digitally removed or partially, such as being put in a bikini with their body parts digitally altered, including their breasts being enlarged and placed in sexualized context by Grok. Evie, 22, who does not wish to share her surname, has said that she was bombarded with more than 100 sexualized images of herself in less than a week, including one digitally stripped her naked. I just feel like I've been violated, she told The Independent. I'm just so shocked that there are people who can do this, that there are so many people who would defend it and come up with excuses for this when it's blatantly a huge violation. Among the digitally altered pictures of herself that Dr. Daisy Dixon said she has been confronted with is an especially frightening one in which the Grok user increased her breast size by like 1000%. And this is the, you know, I mean, I guess not shocking element of it. As soon as there is a way to AI kind of alter a female's body, it's automatically going to make you pornified, which again, in a porn-filled society, are we really shocked? And it kind of fits hand in hand to kind of the sex bots that I was talking about earlier, and how genuinely so many people are like, oh, one day, like, bots and AI can replace women and they're going to be better because they're going to have the perfect bodies, they're going to look exactly how you want them to look. And it's a very, very depressing commentary on where we're at now as a society, and I think a big part of it is down to in my opinion. I think we're just in such a horrible culture at the moment where this kind of stuff doesn't even seem shocking because of what we're used to seeing on social media. Musk must urgently deal with Grok AI's ability to generate sexualized images, government warns. Since the start of the new year, numerous X-users have reported accounts using Grok to generate images of them without clothing. Elon Musk's X must urgently deal with its inbuilt artificial intelligence Grok being used to generate absolutely appalling fake sexualized images. There are also several cases where Grok has created sexualized images of children according to analysis by news agent Reuters. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. So in an X post, which is Twitter for those who don't know, the social media company said it would remove illegal content including child sexual abuse material and permanently suspend accounts that participated in the activity. Anyone using Grok to make illegal content will suffer the same consequences as if they uploaded the illegal content, Elon Musk said in an X post on Saturday, which was later reposted by the official Twitter account. I personally feel like this is a really, really weak response considering, certain other things are illegal that are also all over Twitter. So I don't really think saying, oh, it's illegal, so don't do it is really a good enough thing. Why on earth you've got a technology, a piece of software that can do that in the first place is genuinely just disgusting. And I understand that how AI works, and I understand that it's working from data from all over the place. I know what AI is, but there are other AI softwares that when you ask for a prompt that have anything to do with nudity or sexualization or even people's faces, they decline. But why is this one an exception? And why is Elon Musk okay to have his face on this? I genuinely just think you're a massive fucking freak to be okay to have your name associated with something that is now literally blowing up. That there are so many articles that have been posted in the last day for having facilitated and allowed and nurtured and babied people turning normal pictures of people's children into sexualized images. This is a big deal. I don't think people understand quite how much of a big deal it is. Also, where are the people shouting, protect our kids? Where are the reform voters who are so adamant that, immigrants are coming into this country to destroy our society and damage our children? Where are you people? Where are you people who are so vocal now when we are facing an epidemic of child sexual abuse material, which is what this is? People won't view it that way because they're so fucking narrow-minded, stupid that they can't fathom that something like this is softcore CP because it's not real. They think, oh well, it's me think not real, so me not see it as problem. It's genuinely really pathetic. And if you aren't somebody that can look deeply into it and realize that this is deeply concerning, seriously just educate yourself, or don't even bother arguing with anyone about it because we're just going to assume that you need your hard drive checked, to be perfectly honest. But then again, are we really surprised that this is coming from a man as well who basically made it that his ex was unblocked on his Twitter so that he could access her account? I'm not even shocked. But this really leads me, it's a short video. I just wanted to talk about, I'm not a parent, right? And I think a lot of people will think because I'm not a parent, maybe I shouldn't be speaking on this, but quite frankly, I just don't care. I've had opinions for a very long time about posting children online. And especially now, if you're an adult and you're still posting your child online, you genuinely just are a piece of shit. Your kids' faces should not be online. I had someone comment earlier saying, oh, well, realistically, who's going through my kid's account? Who's going through my account? Okay, maybe your child specifically that you post all the time, maybe it'll never happen to them. As a parent, is the risk of that happening not enough to make you want to kill for your child? Realistically, I don't have kids, right? But I do have children who are in my family who are young. And if anybody did that to any of the children in my family, I'm not even gonna say, okay, because I don't want to be banned from YouTube. I don't want to break YouTube TOS, yeah? But as parents, guys, come on, protect your children. If you're one of those people during the protest screaming protect your children, stop posting your child online. Stop it. It's there's no excuse. I think for a very long time I've been as a younger person, I was on the fence about kids being posted online, but now come on, there's no reason for it. Keep your kids safe. I understand you might want to post lovely family pictures. I get it. At least blur your child's face or something, or just don't post them at all. Realistically, is it that big of a deal? A lot of people say to me as well, Kate, if you don't want people to do this of you, then why do you post your face online? Do you know how crazy that sounds? If you are somebody who is commenting that on this discourse, please stop, because it's the equivalent of victim blaming. And again, are we shocked? Are we surprised? No. But I'm genuinely sick of that narrative. Well, if you don't want people to make deepfake of you, Katie, then don't post your face online. When this is my job, are you going to say that to actors as well? People that do the news, weather presenters? Is now your face being public consent for people to do absolutely whatever they want with your pictures? I mean, I guess to a lot of people the answer would probably be yes, which is the most concerning part. But yeah, I just wanted to do this quick video because I've got very strong opinions about this. I think it's a violation of kind of your own autonomy. I think I'm scared genuinely for the future when this is something that, we're seeing already. I think we're in the early stages of the development of AI and we're already encountering these issues. It's all well and good for them to be we're going to crack down, but it's oh, come on. The internet, is already inundated with CP, and that's a massive issue that we're still battling. And you really think that, you're going to be on the case of people who are using Grok to undress with, come on, that's not going to be your priority. And also, that's great, you're going to ban and remove people. What about people who've already now had images of their kids or themselves made using Grok? What about those people? It just proves how little these, Elon Musk and these other assholes care about people. It doesn't matter to them. Like, it truly doesn't matter to them. And I appreciate people's argument as well by being like, oh, we should AI generate Elon Musk in a sexually charged situation because, like, teach him a lesson. But I also, you can't fight fire with fire. I don't condone being like, let's do it back to them, because that just doesn't make any sense. I understand the premise, and I'm sure he would fucking hate that. It can't. That's just not. It's going to become a massive battle. I also wanted to say something I've seen is a lot of men being like, yeah, but only women are commenting, oh, Grok, undress me. How do you know, right, that it is women asking Grok to undress them? How do you know that it's actually them? How do you know it's not someone posing as that woman and then asking them to undress that woman, pretending that it's the woman asking? How do you know that? Because I guarantee you that's also what's happening. And if it's not, and even the women that are using Grok AI to promote that OF, I also that's disgusting. You're contributing to the issue. Why you would want your pictures floating around, pictures of women that don't consent to it as well, just is genuinely baffling. Another example of how OF kind of just seeps into mainstream social media. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I don't want to ramble for too long. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say.